How many of you all have had mold in your homes? How many of you all have been displaced from your home? How many of you all have had you or your family members have health complications because of issues in your home?
Let that sink in. 5 women, different homes, different service branches, but their stories are similar. And the stories of mold, rodents, and lead paint in base housing are the experiences of thousands of military families across the country.
Our spouses are all serving their country and they're willing to die for their country. We should all, at the very minimum, be able to have a safe home.
On Virginia's Fort Belvoir, desperation created a bond. The families of Army wives Amanda Brewer, Raven Roman, and Jessica Carmine, and Navy spouses Christy Wright and Ashley Fisher have experienced breathing issues, nosebleeds, and severe allergic reactions. They were so frustrated, they felt they had no choice but to create a housing advocacy group.
We have buy-in to these people. We are the community. The reason that we work is we are the community.
Fisher's family was moved to a hotel when mold was found in their home, all while her youngest son undergoes treatment for brain cancer. She says right now they have more than 350 people in their Facebook group.
I wish I could tell you that we were the exception, but we're kind of the norm.
What they believe is the norm are concerns with the way the private companies that own and manage their military housing get rid of mold. According to this Department of Defense document, during remediation, an area with mold needs to be physically separated from areas that aren't contaminated. It calls for barriers to be installed. But these pictures, taken by the women, show that does not always happen on Belvoir.
Containment is either breached, it's falling down, it's coming undone. So now these are possessions that we most likely will not be able to take with us.
All the women in this group say they experienced issues with how their mold remediation was handled.
Mold works by when you move it, spores kind of go everywhere, and every step that they take, every time they bounce, etc., then there's more and more spores going everywhere.
They aren't just talking about material losses, but memories.
We're losing things that we've had in our family and we've carried with us for most of my husband's military career. You know, those small personal things that can't be replaced.
Michael's Management Services is the private company that manages housing on Belvoir.
Hello, this is Ron Hansen.
Ron Hansen is the president of the company and headquartered in New Jersey, so he was not available for an in-person interview. He did agree to talk with us on the phone.
Do you think what the company is doing on Fort Belvoir is good enough for these families?
Well, obviously it's not good enough. We wouldn't be talking.
You find out that contractors are not performing this containment properly. What do?
We're paying them, and if we find out that they're not doing their job properly, then they get corrected or they get fired.
Hansen says they're making changes. Instead of taping containment, they're stapling it. They're treating water and mold as emergency maintenance issues and researching what more they can do to prevent these situations in the first place.
We're doing what we think is everything we can. And of course, you know, they may be pointing out there's things that they think we can do better. We hear what they're saying, and we're trying to improve our process at the same time.
For this group and the military families they represent, that process has made them doubt everything.
But I can't say that I don't check every week. Every time my kids get a stuffy nose, they start coughing, wheezing, the first thing I do is I pull up the vents. I check my HVAC system. Do we have mold yet? It's not, do we have mold? Do we have mold yet?
They're living with the fear that it's coming. It's coming. What does the Army say about this?
Well, Leslie, we reached out to the garrison in charge of Belvoir. He says they're working to earn back the trust of families, and they're holding themselves and the private companies accountable. We've put his full response along with our entire investigation, which we've been bringing you for months now, on our WUSA 9 app and website.